Definitely want to talk about your excellent earnings result in just a moment. But if we can, Arnold, we want to start with this collision between two of your cruise ships earlier today. We're playing some video of it over the top, which I'm sure you can hear. But talk us through what happened here and first and foremost, if everyone was all right.
First of all, everyone is all right. That's breaking news for me, to be honest with you. But in Cozumel, we had the Carnival Glory. She had an collision with the Carnival Legend, which was already docked. They're both now safely in port. You know, our highest responsibilities and our top priorities are always safety, environmental protection, and compliance. And so, you know, we will do a deep investigation on this. But the most important thing is the ships are able to sail. They can continue on with guests having a great vacation. There's no major damage to either ship. There's some damage to the Glory, which will be, I believe the Glory, which will be repaired shortly. But everybody will be able to continue to sail, and people who have booked on either ship will be able to continue with their vacations. There were some minor injuries as people tried to leave the dining room that was impacted on one, but everyone's fine.
And I know that there's been one or two individual ship tragedies in your industry in the past, and thankfully, of course, this is far from a tragedy. But have there ever actually been a cruise ship to cruise ship collision before? How confident can we be that this won't happen again?
No, occasionally they'll touch or bump. In this case, we'll have to do a full investigation. It was probably a sudden squall, wind that pushed the ship. But occasionally ships will touch in port. Of course, you try to avoid that. Again, this is not a serious, any collision we take seriously, but there's no real major damage to the ships, and no one was injured, seriously injured.
If we can turn to your earnings report today, you did beat expectations for both profit and revenue. And looking towards the next year, your bookings so far higher than what you saw this year, but at lower prices. Can you explain what you're expecting for the year to come?
For the year to come, our guidance, we gave earnings guidance of 430 to 460 at the midpoint. That would be yet again another record earnings. We had record earnings this year. We're enjoying record book occupancy at this point. It's the highest we've ever had in the history of the company. So overall, things are very positive. We do have headwinds in Europe, especially in Germany and in Southern Europe, where in Germany this year in 19, there was a pretty sudden downturn in consumer attitude about overall travel. We had a great increase in capacity in Germany, 20% increase. And so I was very proud of our team that filled our ships. But in that environment, it's tough to get year-to-year yield increases. However, we're still very profitable. Germany is one of our highest return on invested capital markets. We're doing very well there. But as we look ahead, we will look to perhaps moderate capacity growth in Germany and in Southern Europe to reflect just the macro headwinds there in terms of consumer attitudes. And in our guidance, we reflected a continuation of trends.
But macro headwinds, are you seeing them broadly? Or because 2020 bookings seem to be pretty strong overall? What's your confidence of the macro consumer outlook for next year?
Yeah, the bookings are strong. They're strong everywhere. But again, when you have that level of capacity increase in an environment where people overall are traveling less, it's tough to get the kind of price increases that obviously we'd like to see. In the U.S. and the Caribbean, things are very strong. We're ahead on bookings and ahead on price and so on. And so the North America market overall is strong, and Europe is strong. It's just hard to get the year-to-year yield increases, but we are growing profits there.
Today, you also announced that you're canceling 8 sailings of the new Mardi Gras ship because of a delivery delay. Can you explain what's going on there? What is the reason behind this delay?
Yeah, what happens, we have what we call prototypes. We also had a delay with Costa Smeralda, which is sailing today from Savona, so we're very happy about that. She's set and sailing for the very first time. That's one of our newest ships, our newest ship for the Costa brand. She was a prototype, and previous to that, Aida Nova was also a prototype. So those prototypes sometimes get delayed because they're brand new ships, usually the second, third, fourth ships in the generation of ships. You don't have that. And so Mardi Gras is a similar class ship, but special for the Carnival brand, and she will be delayed partly because of the delay that was experienced with Costa Smeralda. However, the guests are going to be well taken care of. They've been refunded. They've got future cruise credits, those that had bookings, and the Mardi Gras will be a fabulous ship. Meanwhile, we launched Carnival Panorama, which is sailing today from now at the West Coast for Carnival. That happened this year in 2019, and that ship is doing well, as are all the ships. They're all heavily booked, and guests are very excited.